This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up, back with another one. So in this clip, Joe Budden reacts to trolls calling out 21 Savage. Check this clip out.
Why y'all think people are so upset at this whole 21 Savage, the Streets is Done movement? Do y'all see that people are really upset about?
I don't know why though.
The streets
Maybe
being
somebody
done.
can explain it to me.
They're not saying the streets done. It's the fact they're saying streets. Because surface level, it looks like y'all are trying to just make up with Gunna now by saying it that way. That it's just surface level.
Oh, is that what it is?
Y'all were well, because when he came home, it was all of this rat. We can't with you, rat. Which is
that's actually a little more nuanced.
Hey. Well, that was a cool little. He got right to it.
He got to it.
He said what he had to say.
Now y'all want to be cool
on the matter.
I'm cool. When he came home, everybody tried to outcast him, and you a rat, you this, you that, and it seems like once the Young Thug came out, now we got to kind of rewrite the rules, or we don't care about the streets, or we off the street now because we're justifying still with him. Again, I'm not a street. People kept tagging me, yo, what you think? I don't give a.
It became deeper than that though. After it became.
Yeah, I've seen the conversation grow.
It matured. I feel like people feel like you guys use the streets or talked about the streets in order to make money. Now you saying the streets. That's a lot of comments I've been seeing. Like now you say the streets when you
that's what I was
now that y'all up. Now that y'all up.
Now it's the streets all of a sudden.
But y'all been up. It ain't now that y'all up. That's the thing. Y'all been up and y'all been talking about the street. Y'all didn't. Now that we up, we rich. Cause that's what people been telling them. Hey, y'all are rich. Why are y'all still street?
So then what are you supposed to do? Like if people keep telling you to stop embracing that and then you embrace it, you've already been up, so it's not because of money. That seems to me that makes it more trustworthy, more believable, right?
I think that some of the things that life will show you, and I'm getting this from some of my, like I did 15, 20, 30 years in jail. Like, so, and they are saying similar shit. Like, yo, we grew up under this mantra that these are rules of life. And when you go sit up for 15 and 20 years, you realize that a lot of that shit that they taught us to live by was bull. Now, some of the principles and some of the ethics that come from being in the street, I think are amazing. For sure. Some of the camaraderie, some of the, you know what I mean? Like some of the is amazing. But then some of the other shit that these people, because I can't speak to it because I didn't go to jail for long. I'm coming home.
You told,
Listen. Here's the thing. When you finish,
in all seriousness, once these people go live a certain thing, they like, yo, dog, we've been led astray, and we are basically at a disadvantage because we living by these principles while white people, or I don't even want to just put white, but they come and they take over our neighborhoods and they got us at odds doing a whole bunch of other shit, and they playing puppet master because we living by this, we can't get ahead. So I think once you see it and you recognize some of it, these be like, yo, that's stupid, and I'm off it.
I feel like they should identify certain things that they want to get off or they want to get away from when it comes to the streets, because the streets is in totality is different. There's a lot of elements to street and street culture. Like I said, OG Nuke, he did 33 years. He come home, he want to talk to the youth. He doesn't want to glorify anything, so I understand those things. But there's people like me or certain people, when you enter the streets or you meet people from the streets, you learn a lot of things.
Let me just jump in real quick because this part stands out. Joe Budden is speaking from experience, talking about how public pressure feels when you are an active rapper.
You learn how to use discernment. You learn how to deal with people. Certain things that you learn from the streets. So I feel like it should be identified or singled out, like, this part of it, or that. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. Because the streets is not all bad to me. And people got mad at me for saying that. They're like, yo, Flip, you bugging because you know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
but I just feel like, I understand too, but
a lot of it,
you know what I'm saying, Freeze?
Yeah, because a lot of it ain't necessarily the streets.
Right.
Just grouping that all together. When they get to talking about the streets, we talking about the illegal that's happening in the streets. Not coming from the hood, not being in an urban area. That's not what the streets conversation is about.
But that's how everyone is taking it.
And that's my issue with the conversation.
That's the totality.
Yeah.
They're not. Yeah, Mom, I'm sorry.
No, Ice is here. Go ahead, Ice.
No, I'm just saying, like you're making it seem like you're saying where we came from, where we grew up at. That's not this conversation.
Understood.
So
when you see it from the naked eye initially without getting context, that's how you're going to take it.
No, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't. The streets of the hood is two different things.
No, some people
are taking. I hear you what you're saying. People are taking them as meaning the same thing, and I feel like a lot of the values and a lot of the stuff that people are associating with the streets is really just growing up in the hood. That's not to say that there's nothing to be learned from the streets too, but I think it's okay at our age to say we don't want to glorify that anymore. And when we say the streets, I don't think it means that we should ignore why people are in the streets, the conditions that push people to to live in the underworld, or live in criminal element, or live in whatever, off the books, off the mark, whatever you want to call it. I get it, and I think we should spend more time criticizing the systems than the people who are under the thumb of the system. Yeah, exactly. Yep. We should do that, but I think it's also okay while doing that to be like, yo, bro, we 50. Like, what the fuck are we doing? We can't keep supporting this. We can't keep celebrating this. We can't keep glorifying this. And now there's kids watching us do this, and we sound stupid.
It's a cycle of destruction.
Yeah, we got to get out of it. And I think there has to be room for both of those conversations at the same time.
I agree.
The problem is too many of the people that are saying streets don't give a fuck about the people in the streets. We do, and so we got to be able to do both. To me,
what do you feel?
I agree with everything that Mark said. I have an appreciation for, what you were speaking about in terms of what I learned, right? Like me, I left school in
that's what I'm saying. Me too.
In the 10th grade. So all of the how to speak to people, how to bag a chick, how to have, where to find drugs, where to buy a gun, just
economics.
Went to economics before
politics,
hustling, math, politics. What block you can go on, discernment, friend groups, like Ish is saying, a community, all of that I learned and have an appreciation for, right? On the flip side, same as I say, I'm not no street. And when I sit here, I don't think that I'm talking to the street that I know and cherish and love and respect. They would urge anybody listening to never join.
What's up? So, what are my thoughts about this? Here's the thing. When you hear Joe Budden reacting to the internet being upset at 21 Savage's movement, it really opens a wider conversation about expectations versus evolution. A lot of people from the streets feel a certain ownership when an artist comes up representing that environment. So when they see a shift, emotions naturally rise. That reaction does not come out of nowhere. At the same time, it is important to acknowledge why someone like 21 Savage choosing to promote a more positive message can actually be a strong move. Growth does not mean forgetting where you came from. It can mean trying to add something better to the conversation. Joe Budden touching on how he felt when he was an active rapper adds weight here, because it highlights the mental side of being judged publicly while still figuring yourself out. Artists change as their lives change, and the internet often reacts faster than it reflects. Make sure to drop a comment, smash that like button, and make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video.